Hey, what's up? Rich Lucas here from Renegade Elite PT. Thanks very much for watching the presentation on Hench, the muscle building program for the guy, for the over 30s guy with a life. So this is a really simple guide to packing on a bit of muscle. Okay, this is a webinar I've wanted to do for some time, just from the point of view that the amount of guys I see in the gym, slaving away doing their classes, doing their cardio, but not really having much to show for it. It's fine for the younger lads, but as we get a little bit older, I think we want to make the time in the gym count and start seeing results for what we're putting in. So this is what that webinar is all about. Okay, so this webinar, this is what we're going to go into. We're going to go into why most guys our age do at the gym and why that's a waste of time for muscle building. The stupid myths that the younger dudes fall for that we don't have to. The secret to packing on muscle, you're going to be looking forward to that, ain't you? And how to structure your workouts and nutrition around work and family life. But just give you a quick idea. I'm going to go more into it. I mean, really, if you're looking to get massive, if you're one of these guys who want to get really big and go competing in Mr. Olympia and all that kind of thing, this webinar probably won't be for you. I don't want to be saying that I'm going to get you massive with this, or you'll pack on tons of lean muscle in a month without any work or any of that. This is not a hype thing. This is not a marketing thing. All this is a webinar for guys who want to get a little bit ripped, put a bit of muscle on, get a manly physique, and that's it really. Okay, so maybe this webinar isn't for you if you're looking to get massive. There's plenty of things out there for that. I'm also going to talk to you about a no-nonsense approach to supplementation and nutrition, and we're going to talk truth over hype. Okay, so just an idea. I mean, I'm not trying to show off for those pictures. I'm just trying to give you an idea of who I am and why I do this program. First of all, I'm a Bristol dad. I'm 34 years old. I'm a personal trainer. Mainly, I'd rather spend my time with my family with anyone else. So for me, even though I'm a personal trainer, the gym isn't a priority for me anymore. It used to be, but it's not anymore. I've got 2 young children. I'd rather spend my time with them. I've put those pictures up, again, not to show off. There are more people that are way more cut than I am, than there are people that can lift way more weight than I can, okay? But that's me looking fairly trim, fairly cut. A lot of blokes would be happy with that kind of physique. And there's me again lifting 180k on a deadlift. So at the end of the day, I know what I'm talking about, and that's why I put those pictures up there, not to show off, not to impress you, just to show that I've got a good idea what I'm talking about. And as another bloke, you're going to want to know that in you. Okay, so let's get into it. Okay, so the mistakes guys make. I mean, I used to work at Fitness for Less in Bristol for quite some time, and I get on really well with the members. I have a great old laugh with them. And there was a group of guys who used to come to the classes. I mean, as part of our rent agreement, I used to teach body pump and spinning and box exercise and circuits. They're fun classes. I mean, for me, I don't agree with them from the principle. I think gym classes are designed more for retention rather than results. So it's great, you go along, you jump around a little bit, you sweat a little bit. But what I noticed is after 2.5 years, these guys used to religiously come every lunchtime, and they didn't look any different from what they did 2.5 years ago. Yeah, they just looked exactly the same, and this is really why I'm thinking there's got to be a better way of doing it rather than doing these stupid gym classes. To get that little bit of muscle on, to get that cut going on, there has to be a better way. So fitness classes are out, okay? I mean, if you're trying to get a shaped physique, if you're trying to get like a ripped chest, bigger arms, defined abs, fitness classes for me, I don't think they're going to do it for you. All right? I mean, if you're going to classes and getting results, then that's great. Just if I was advising you, I would say don't worry about it, don't bother. The other thing is doing too much cardio. I put a post up making fun of guys on cross trainers, something about the lines of every woman wants a man on a cross trainer. Basically, I'm going to go into this more in detail later on. I mean, a woman can get away with doing lots of cardio, a man can't, because genetically we are hardwired different. Okay, if you train like a girl, it's not going to give you the same results as it would a girl. I mean, a girl can cut calories, a girl can do lots of cardio. And they'll achieve a result. For you, it's actually a bit more detrimental because, as I say, genetically we're slightly different to women. We're going to talk more about that on a separate slide. The other thing is sticking to isolation exercises. You know the ones we're talking about. We're talking bicep curls, leg extensions, shoulder flies. They're great for shaping, but to get the better results, you need the compound lifts. Your clean and press, your deadlifts, your bench press, your squats. A lot of guys are worried to do that, which I can understand why. I mean, having a weight above your head is quite quite a serious thing. But sticking to isolation exercises is not going to create the caloric deficit. It's not going to create the hormonal charge that doing the big compound exercises are going to do. The other one, spending too long at the gym. Your workout should take 45-50 minutes max. Okay, you don't really need much more, maybe 60 minutes. There's no point where it starts getting detrimental to your results, but you don't need to spend long in the gym. It is better to do a short, intense workout than a long workout where you're chatting, taking long rest times, or what have you. The other one is not following a program conducive with their goals. Your body works on a basis. Okay, if you're looking to create sarcoplasmic hypertrophy, which is laying down new muscle mass, lean defined muscle, there's a certain rep range, there's a certain tempo, there is a certain rest periods, and there's a certain structure of the exercise that will give you that result. If you're looking to get big myofibrillary hypertrophy, there is another rep range that you would look at. So you need to be following the program that is conducive to what your goals are, and I think half the problem is no one actually knows what their goals are in the first place, so that's going to be a good start. And the other one is buying into hype shiny object syndrome. So if you've seen it online, you may have got this webinar by seeing my Facebook ad. I mean, I done it up like it was a bit of an ad, but I'm actually trying to provide you with solid information. So I'm not trying to hype anything up here, okay? I'm just giving you scientifically proven information, which, if you follow, will get you a more ripped, defined physique, okay? So rather than just buying into every hype shiny object, every supplement that gets thrown at you, just ingest the information in this, or digest this information in this webinar, and you're not going to go far wrong with it. And I touched on this earlier, following what the girls do. It's very easy. You go in a gym, there's rows of cross trainers, there's the weights areas full of meatheads, you may not want to go in there, and there's the friendly looking machines, okay? The machines, the cardio equipment isn't going to get you the results. You need to get into the free weights area and get on those free weights. Okay, so this is why we shouldn't do this. This isn't a sexist thing. This is a little bit of observation, and it's also a little bit of science. Okay, so we've got men and women. The difference between boys and girls. Okay, so men have got higher levels of testosterone. You're going to know that. Okay, so we've got the hunter-gatherer thing about us. We are designed to get heads up. We're designed to be the protector. Generally, men are dumber than women. Okay, having been a personal trainer for about 10 years, I've trained both men and women. And when you train a man, you'll say, right, lift that weight. And even if he can't, he won't tell you he can't. He'll just try and get it over his head. He may injure himself. He may be lucky and not injure himself. But there's a lot of ego. There's a lot of testosterone. And it's good. Men tend to get results better because of that. It's my job sometimes to rein them in. Men are also genetically hardwired to carry more muscle. Okay, like I say, going back to caveman times, we were the hunter-gatherer. We had to go out and kill for the food, so we've still got that. Genetically, you are designed to have muscle, okay? If you don't have muscle right now, your body's not working with itself. So, to a man, excessive cardio and calorie cutting is very detrimental, because what this will do is it'll deplete T3 thyroid, it'll burn through calories that could have been used for muscle building, and you'll find it just isn't conducive with a man's genetic makeup, okay? What you'll find is if you do lots of cardio and lots of, you'll get this skinny fat look. So you don't look too bad with your shirt on. You take it off though, you still got the bit of moob going on, you still got the wobbly tummy. Whereas if you're eating a high protein diet, lifting heavy weights, maybe doing a bit of cardio, a bit of interval training, you'll find you'll develop lean tone muscle. You won't get the skinny fat look, and you'll actually be quite happy when you look in the mirror. Okay, so that's men. So basically what I'm saying to men is you need to be getting a good calorie intake, in particular from protein and things like that, and lifting heavy weights, maybe a bit of cardio. Women, on the other hand, they have higher levels of estrogen. Okay, so we've got the high level of testosterone, they have higher levels of estrogen. They're cleverer than we are, because they ask, why do I need to lift that? What's the point? So with men, I need to pull them, I need to rein them in. Women, you need to sort of encourage them a little bit, that it'll be beneficial to them too. They're genetically hardwired to carry more fat, just to the point of view that women have children, childbearing hips, etc., feeding the children. Women can actually get away with calorie cutting and cardio because they don't have the levels of testosterone that men have. Okay, so that's like a broad difference between men and women, but this is why men and women should train separately. This is why I cringe when I hear about guys going to Slimming World with their wives, or they're going to and they're going on the cross trainer and they're training together. So no, you need to go to one area of the gym and lift your weights. Your wife can come with you too, but you need to get a man's work, not to be sexist, but you need to get a man's workout on, and which is conducive to your goals and your genetic makeup. All right, just a thing, an example I used to give on with regards to men. If in the caveman age, what a man had to do is he'd wake up fasted, so he hadn't eaten, and he'd have to run to catch a mammoth or what have you. He'd have to struggle and fight to kill this mammoth, and only then could he have that big meal of protein. Yeah. So I think we need to look at that in the same way as what we train. We wake up, we're fasted, we lift very heavy weights, then afterward we get in loads of protein and some carbohydrates. Yeah, and that actually works in the same way, well, kind of the same way as our ancestors did. So men, you've got that high level of testosterone, okay? You need to train and you need to eat in that kind of mindset. Okay, so that's a basic idea with it. I mean, what we need to go out with is the hype trap. You've probably at least bought like a magazine like Men's Health or FHM at least once. And what you'll find is you'll get this guy saying supplements. This supplement help me get ripped. This supplement get me, and there'll be a picture of the tub of this supplement and this guy with his six-pack and his massive chest, and he'll be like, yeah, I take this every day or what have you. You can't fall into this. I mean, the supplement industry is multi-billion. I mean, I actually own a supplement company myself, Renegade Formula. We just do completely clean protein, and we don't do the push hype or anything like that. Don't fall into the trap of where you get these supplement adverts, the Facebook ads coming at you, or they're going to promise you to reveal the rock secrets. CT Fletcher is a big one at the minute. Let the younger guys do that, okay? We need to be a bit older and a little bit more sensible than that. We couldn't train at that rate anyway, probably not, okay? So we need to be a bit more sensible. We need to look at it from a food point of view rather than a supplementation point of view. And you need to get on it with a proven plan and a system. Because at the end of the day, putting on muscle is simple. It's not easy, but it is simple. The process is actually quite simple. Okay, so let's go on to the Hench Plan. Basically, I was always in good shape. Back last year, I got pretty ill, and I stopped training for quite some time. I got pretty out of shape. I'm just on my way back now. I've been on this plan for about 5 weeks. Now, in 4 weeks, from basically a standing start where I was lifting pathetically light weights for myself. I mean, I used to be able to do 42.5 dumbbells off a Swiss ball, and I couldn't. I was literally doing 27.5 dumbbells on a bench. It was really tough. Now, in 4 weeks, I've increased my bench by 20 kilograms in total. That's for between 8 and 12 reps. My deadlift has gone to 4 1-rep lifts of 160, 170, 175, and the 180, which I showed you the picture of earlier. I've put on considerable muscle because of this. Literally, everyone's just every day I'm getting a compliment, just saying, "What have you been doing?" Some have asked what cycle am I on in regards to steroids. Well, I'm not on any cycles. I've just been following a proven plan. I've been eating well, supplemented correctly and sensibly, and nothing illegal. Also, I've increased my energy, motivation, and confidence by doing this, and that's the most important thing. I mean, no one wants to lift weights. No one wants to spend time in the gym. What you do want is you want that confidence, you want that energy that lifting weights gives you, and the self-assurance of looking in the mirror and liking what you see. Okay, so let's talk about the secret of packing on this muscle then. There isn't one. Work hard, okay? If you're not willing to work hard, turn the webinar off. Go and watch some TV. Go watch some CT Fletcher videos or what have you. Because you're going to need to work hard. You're not going to need to work long, okay? This program is based for the dad who's got 4 hours a week spare. Or maybe if you can get in the gym before work or lunchtime, get your workout done, go back to work, okay? It is not designed for somebody who's got time to spend 3 hours in the gym, okay? If you can do that, go and do that. But I'm talking, 40, 45, 50 minutes max. Basically, you need to eat in excess of calories from protein, carbohydrates, and fats, aiming to put on about 2 pounds a week. You train heavy and you train to failure, okay? So you lift the weights, where you lift, depending on your somatotype, which is your body type, you would lift between 6 to 12 reps, okay? And that's going to give you the stimulus that your muscle needs to grow lean and fine. You rest appropriately, again, depending on your somatotype and other factors, and then nature takes its course, okay? That's basically the secret. There are other things to go into it when it talks about training heavy and failure, we do need to take other things into account. So the workouts, you only need to spend 45 to 50 minutes in the gym. Okay, let's say 4 hours a week we're looking at here. It focuses on big lifts, so we're talking deadlifts, squats, bench presses. If you've got the equipment, and at our central PT studio, it's a private PT studio, we've got other equipment like tires, sledgehammers, prowler sleds, which even magnify the results even more. Normal gyms don't have that equipment because you get all sorts of idiots doing it. But we focus on big lifts, okay, compound lifts where it works lots of different muscles. So for example, you do a deadlift, it works your glutes, it works your hamstrings, it works your core, it works your biceps, it works your deltoids. It works every single different muscle, okay? So you focus on your big lifts, leave your bicep curls and your tricep kickbacks. It's not going to work. Your cardio is kept to a minimum. You burn fat through your diet rather than relying on cardio, okay? Cardio is great, but all you need is 15 to 20 minutes of hard interval training, and that's it. You don't really need any more. Go first thing in the morning, lunchtime, where you're working against the clock to get it done, and it forms part of your day, okay? When you I mean, I know I was working in a recruitment job. I was finishing at 6, and there's no way was I going to the gym. I had a choice. I could either go to the gym straight from work, where it was completely packed, and I'd also miss my kids' bedtimes, or I could get in the car, drive home, and get my kids' bedtimes. All right. So you're either going to do it first thing in the morning, so you get up early, get to the gym, you do your gym, you have a shower, get changed, go to work. In the evening, then you go straight home, or you go lunchtime, where you literally get your workout done in 45 minutes, you can have a shower, get changed, get back to work within the hour. Alright? Forms part of the day, you're more likely to stick to it, and it doesn't interfere on your evenings, particularly if you want to get home to see the missus, or the kids, or your mates, or whatever, okay? Sack off the fitness classes, sack off the cross trainer, it may feel comfortable, get in the weights room. I can't emphasize that enough. Do not piss about on machines, or cardio machines, or in the fucking Zumba class. Get in the weights room and get it done. Okay, I'm not a jock, I'm not a meathead, but I'm quite efficient, and if you've got kids, you'll know you become very efficient with your time when you have children, because you want to spend time with them. I can actually give my son shout his head off downstairs now, because he's having a good time and I want to go play. So yeah, you need to be really efficient with this. You get in the weights room, lift weights, or if you're going to get weights at home is great as well. I can actually give you some cooking tips, you get some good deals. Okay, so that's your workouts. Okay, you're looking at big lifts, you're looking at short workouts, minimum cardio. Get rid of the fitness classes and the bloody cross trainer, and form it as part of your day. Okay, that's how you're going to get through this. So the workouts is one thing, but to be honest, 65-70% of your results are going to come from nutrition, and this is where most people go wrong. Okay, they just take supplements. Some people, or they have their sandwiches, or their missus prepared for them, what have you. It's where most people go wrong. Okay, so first of all, protein is the most important. You need to be getting in about 1 gram of protein per 1 pound of body weight being taken on a day for muscle gain. That is harder than it looks. Okay, that's really hard. So I mean, if you're kind of 160 pounds, which is fairly light, you're going to be looking at 160 grams of protein, and what you'll find is foods are usually like carbohydrate laden. It's not so much in the way of protein. Okay, so protein is really tough, and this is where supplementation helps. I mean, the shake I was taking when I was bulking out, I mean, it's got 90 grams of protein around your workout, and then I get the rest from a pea protein shake, and then food for the rest of the day. Okay, so protein is the most important. Get that in. Now you do need carbohydrates. Forget this low carb crap. Okay, you need carbohydrates to get through the workout and put weight on. Okay, you're looking to develop muscle. Okay, if you don't have carbohydrates, you're not going to get the calories in. If you don't get the calories in, you will not lay down any muscle. All right, so you need to get the carbs in. Okay, think carbs in the way of quinoa, sweet potato, potatoes, rice. Basmati rice is a really good one. A little bit of bread can work for some people. For some people it doesn't. Some people don't respond to grains as well as they do. Again, depends very much on the person. So yeah, you need to be getting these carbs in. Obviously avoid your sugar, any sugar and any sugary carbs or any processed carbohydrate. Think natural fruits and vegetables and things. Also, the right kind of fats are very important. So extra virgin olive oil, coconut oil, oily fish, avocado, nuts, very important for muscle gain. What I would say is get about 30% of your calories from fats, about 45% from protein, and the rest from carbohydrate is quite a good split. So what's that? That's about 40% from carbohydrate. Now, like I say, supplements are the last thing you need, but you do usually need them, okay? Because if you've got the time to shop and prepare 6 meals a day with good protein content, then knock yourself out. I don't, you probably don't either, okay? So supplements are usually required. In most cases, we're looking protein shake, branched chain amino acids, and in some cases, creatine does help, but there are things that you need to look at with creatine that you need to be a bit careful with. It has been linked to some liver damage, so you need to be careful on what you take. I mean, when I take it, I take it for 4 weeks, then I leave off it for 4 weeks. I don't take it on a bulking cycle. But protein, again, if you're looking to get protein around your workout, branched chain amino acid, everyone knows about protein shakes, but branched chain amino acids, not many people do know about branched chain amino acids. Basically, a protein is a strand of peptides, and then the branched chain amino acids link them together. So I like to think of it, the blocks are the protein and the mortar is the branched chain amino acids. Now, by taking branched chain amino acids before, during and after your workout, it's surprising the muscle recovery that you get. It also stops muscle catabolic effect on the muscles. So what you'll find is when you take branched chain amino acids around your workout, you'll actually gain more muscle and you'll add inches around your arms and your chest, provided you're working out hard and you're tired as well on top of that. The protein shake my company does recommend formula is it's pea protein, but it has got a complete amino acid profile. So there's 19 grams of protein in there, but what you also find is it'll stack up the muscle, your lifts will go up because of that amino acid profile. So amino acids is something no one thinks about, but it's a really worthwhile supplement. So what you're doing is you're looking to eat 2-3 hours up to 6 times a day. You get your macronutrients right. Okay, so you need to work out how much protein you do, how much carbohydrates you do, how much fat you do. This is so important. I know it's a ball ache, but you have to do it to start with. Usually you'll do it for a couple of days, you'll work and you'll get the idea, and then you'll be able to continue. Good apps is MyFitnessPal. It's free. You can go on there and log them all in there, and it's a good way of finding out what your macronutrients are and how you're going to hit them. Okay, so free bonus time. This is what we're going to do, okay? I mean, I've got this Hench package I'm going to talk to you more about in a minute. But what I'm going to do is, if you want to, you can have a free 10-minute Skype with me. And we'll have a talk about your progress and what you're looking to achieve. And I can give you some advice. Okay, so this is a Skype session. Just have a quick chat. So all you got to do is email rich@fatlossrenegadeproject.com. Okay, that's rich@fatlossrenegadeproject.com. And what we'll do is we'll set up a time where we can have a quick sort of 5-10 minute chat about where you're at the minute, and what you're looking to achieve, and we can just talk through your goals, and I can give you some free advice. Okay, so it's a free bonus for you. So you can take me up on that if you want. rich@fatlossrenegadeproject.com. Okay, so let's talk about the Hench program now. That's this guy here. He's one of my clients. Amazing results in that time. This is him finishing off an arm session. You can participate in this program online or offline. Okay, if you participate offline, our sessions are being held in a private PT studio in Bristol City Centre, so it's great for work. The showers, changing facilities, so you can come in, get your workout down and go home. Now it includes training, nutrition plan, access to our member site to track it. We've got a member site where you can, basically your plan is all in video, so you can watch it on your smartphone. You go to the gym, you think, what's a deadlift? And literally you go to your plan, click on it, and it'll show you what a deadlift is. It's a really up to date and high tech system where your plan is in total video, and there's guaranteed results. At the end of the day, if you follow it, I'm going to guarantee results for you straight up there. Okay, so let's talk prices. Okay, so semi-private personal training. It could just be you, or you may have one other person on there. There's no more than 2 people per session, so I can really concentrate on each person. If you want to go bronze, which is 1 session a week, that is £140 for 4 weeks. Gold, which is 2 sessions a week, is £240 for 4 weeks. And platinum, which is 3 sessions a week, is £300 for 4 weeks. Okay, and then, like I say, I mean, I'm all over you. Then I'm looking to get you massive results in that time. So if you've been working on those on the gym stuff and sick of not getting results, this is what's going to really help you. Okay, if you can get there, okay, if you can afford it and you think it's worth it and you can value it, get on the site semi-private personal training, because that is where the results are going to happen, particularly on the gold one. Okay, the gold one is the most popular one at the moment, and like I say, people get amazing results on it in a short amount of time. What a lot of people do as well is, if you don't want to continue after that, a lot of people do continue on a different program. I do different programs than this. What they do is they use this as like a starter. They use it as a starter, and once they realise that they can bench press, they know they can do it. So when they go back to their own workouts, it's a benchmark that they can go back up to quite easily. So whichever way you look at it, it's going to give you a massive benefit. Now, if you can't make the sessions, or you don't want to make the sessions, that's absolutely fine. You can go the online only route. Okay, it's a £60 flat fee. You'll get the plan, which covers you over 3 months. You get it a month at a time. Your fitness plan and your personalised nutrition plan. I do your macronutrients for you on both these cases. So we'll take your height, we'll take your weight, we'll take your body type, we'll take your goals, and I will tell you how much protein, carbohydrate, fats, fibre, etc. you will need in a day. You also get access to the members only website. So basically, if you're online, you've got everything you want. The only thing you don't do is you don't come in and work with me one-on-one or two-on-one. Okay, so there are the prices. So I'm going to put the ball in your court now. There's buttons below. You can click on the online only or the semi-private, and we can get you started as soon as possible. You can either keep playing guesswork and wasting your time with the results you want, or you can take action with a tried and tested program that works to pack on muscle for guys over 30 with commitment. So the choice is yours. The buttons are below, so select your program and we can get you started as soon as possible. And I'm going to see you in there. Okay, so any questions you've got on this, you can get me at rich@fatlossrenegadeproject.com, Twitter at fatlossproject, or if you get me on Facebook, I'm Facebook.com/I love fat loss and fitness. Okay, balls in your court, guys. The buttons are below. Again, take advantage of your free strategy session with me. Just email me at rich@fatlossrenegadeproject.com and we can have a chat. Alright, hope you got something from this webinar. Thanks very much for staying to the end.